Hi guys, welcome back to another video at ADB World. In today's demo, we're going to discuss on the invoicing system through which you can manage your bills, clients, and payments efficiently. You will be given some credentials like a username and a password through which you can log in. Right now, I'm going to use these demo credentials to log in. Now you'll be redirected to a dashboard which will give you general reporting on, for example, the number of sales that you've made, the number of total customers that you have, and the number of paid bills. And just below this section, there's another section called This Month on which you can get monthly reportings. Now, if we go to settings, there's a whole list of company details that you need to fill out regarding your company. As you can see here, I've already filled out our company's details as an overview of what you actually need to do. Alongside your company's name, you also need to mention it in Arabic, and you need to mention your company's number, VAT, and the list goes on. Now, if we scroll down a bit further, you can also see that there are different invoice layouts you can pick from, and you can also upload your own logo as well as a stamp, and right at the bottom, you can even change your password. Going back up to the invoice layout section, I wanted to mention that we have 6 different types of layout to choose from according to your requirement, and once you're done, you need to click on the update section, and then your layout will be printed according to the one that you chose. Now moving on to the user section, you can give access to as many users as you want simply by clicking on the Create User button. Just fill out the user's information and click on Create User. You also have the freedom to manage your users. You can easily update their information or even delete them. Now moving on to the customer section. Similar to users, you can add customers, those who are frequent here, by simply providing their information and then clicking on Create User. You can also manage your customers here by updating their information or perhaps deleting them. Now moving on to our main module, Invoices, which is integrated with ZATCA. If you're from ZATCA Phase 2, you can share your invoices live to ZATCA from here. Click on Create Invoice, and now you have to fill out your customer information, including the products that you want to select. You can add as many products as you like, and I'll show you how to do so as an example right now. You need to select the name of the products, and you can also set a quantity and price for the products. Okay, so I forgot to mention you can also select an existing customer. Once you click on the button, you can select a customer and their information will pop up here. Don't forget to click on Create Invoice. Now your invoice has been created and you can also edit it. Now we're going to go into Manage Invoices. Here you can download and delete your invoices. And let's say, for example, I want to get this invoice approved from ZATCA. So I'm going to click on this link, Approved from ZATCA, and now my invoice will be sent to ZATCA to get approved. You can also download and view your invoice. Here we have a draft invoice on which you can see there is a stamp as well as a logo. Okay, so I'm going to show you what this would look like if we change the layout by going through settings and then changing the invoice layout and saving it. And now we're gonna refresh the page. So as you can see, the layout has been changed. Next, we'll head on to the quotations section, in which you can create quotations and manage them as well. Similarly, for credit notes, you can also create them as well as manage them. And in managing credit notes, you can also get these approved from ZATCA as well. Just like credit notes, you can also create debit notes by filling out your information and products and then clicking on Create Debit Note, and you can also manage them and get them approved by ZATCA. Okay, so going back onto the invoices section for a minute, I'd like to add on that if you're from Phase 2, you won't be able to view a QR code on your invoice. However, if you're from Phase 1, there will be a QR code available on your invoice layout. So the invoice I showed you guys just now did not have a QR code. Now I'm going to go on and show you guys the invoice that does have a QR code. Over here, we're going to click on the invoice that's cleared. And as you can see, there is a QR code on this one. Now I'll be showing you guys how to create delivery notes for particular invoices. Click on Create Delivery Note, and on the top right corner, you'll notice that there's a search bar on which you can search the invoice number through. Let me just head on back to invoices and select an invoice. So over here, I'm going to select 131 and I'll go back, search 131. And as you can see, the information has been displayed here. Don't forget to click on Create Delivery Note. And once you do that, your delivery note will be generated. In the Purchases and Expenses section, you can create a new expense where you need to provide the supplier's name, supplier's VAT, and also select the category and then you can also enter the product details and simply create the expense. You can also add products, and in the product information section, you need to provide the product's code, for example, a standard rate, and you can also mention the price without the tax, and the product name in Arabic, description, remarks, and just submit your final information. You can also manage your products by heading on over to the Manage Products section. Over here, you can edit and delete your products. Other than that, you can also set custom prices for your products for specific customers. So over here, we're going to select a customer and then select a product, and you can then assign a price to the product. For example, I'm going to assign 10,000 to this product, and then I'll save this information. Now it will be saved with the rest of the records. So now when I head back to the invoices section and search for the customer to whom I just gave the custom price to, I will be able to view the price when I click on the product. Now under the reports section, you can view your VAT reports, and you can also filter out what specific date you want to see the reports on. Now under reports, there is also a sales reports section where you can view expenses and also the net profit. We also have a bank section where you can choose which bank you want to associate with. When we go back to invoices, I told you that over here you can also select your bank of choice, and then your invoice will be generated upon that. Next, we have the unit of measures, which you can select according to your requirement. There's also a terms and conditions section where you can add terms and conditions for quotations and invoices separately. So that's all for this video. If you have any other queries, you can contact us, and stay tuned for the next video.